Hey, sir, this one says now that the Republicans are out of the White House, everyone can say it again with pride.
Why don't we get that down so they can get them going right now?
This one says white people are now allowed to say the N-word once a month just to really get one out of the chamber. And it must be whispered with a black friend nearby.
That's a big one. We're opening up on one.
This is a good one, sir. Basically says if men have to put their height on the dating apps, women should have to put their weight. That's for quote-unquote equality. She wants to know if he can reach the top of the fridge. He should want to know if she's going to clean out the fridge. It's called the Rosie O'Donnell Fat Pig Act.
That's a big one.
Okay, this one says the LGBTQIA plus 2- umlaut community is now just going to be called the everything but straight people list. It's really just a time saver.
Well, we're going to try and get it done as quickly as possible.
China will now be called China America.
Now, if China didn't approve it, we could put tariffs on China.
When we take over Greenland, it will now be called Red, White, and Blue Land.
Greenland is a wonderful place. We need it for international security.
This one says if you see a man wearing a COVID mask outside, you can have sex with his girlfriend because Lord knows him is not pleasing her any longer.
People have wanted to do this for years. What's this one?
This says we are bringing back the real gun emoji, getting rid of that weak Democrat woke water pistol bullshit.
What we have to do. What's right?
Oh, this one's interesting, sir. It says all the fat, bald feminists with 40 cats who hate men, they will now be put in the front lines during any war. They don't have family or kids, just cats, as I said, so let's put them to work.
And that's the equivalent, almost the equivalent of a tariff. And they're tough. They're very tough.
If somebody says you have to respect my pronouns, you are allowed to fart in their mouth, sir.
Stranger things have happened. The wind brings it down a lot.
This one says if a woman divorces you and takes half your stuff, she's required to have sex with you half the time. Fair is fair, sir.
If we create that value, why aren't we entitled to like half? Thank you very much, everybody.
Good morning, everyone. Your friendly neighborhood conservative ex-con here. Some of those were hilarious, especially the Rosie O'Donnell one, the mask in public. I was trying not to laugh out loud because if I turn the mic off while that's playing, I'd be fighting with it, try to get back on before I get on here. Anyway, as I said, this is the common sense, as I always say, and random shit show. Because as this guy always says, the last 4 years since before the inauguration of the real president, that's what it's been. A shit show. Good morning. I'm still laughing about that stuff. That's some funny shit. I saw that yesterday and I was like, I got to do this. I got to put this as far as my intro because it's hilarious. Anyway, random shit. As I always say, yesterday I started the show with the random shit part. And I'm going to do the same today. Because I said I would talk about some apocalyptic stuff, and I was talking about the AI, what this guy and his imaginary mind that watches Walking Dead and apocalyptic movies, and I mentioned The Last of Us. HBO Max show, great show, apocalyptic, different. I played the game. If you're a gamer, you know the game. Actually, in the game, spoiler alert, Joel gets killed. I stopped playing after that, so I'm really hoping they do it smart in season 2 and don't kill him off right away because that'll ruin it for me. But still, great show. I'm going to post the beginning of it because I mentioned this yesterday. I mentioned that about the fungus thing, that we're worried about this, we're worried about that. Yes, there's if you look it up, it exists, the infection or whatever it's called. Obviously, unless this thing majorly evolves, we're good. But still, I like the way this show started. Just watch and then watch the trailer. And HBO Max, I'm pushing this for you, so don't hit me off. But anyway, watch this. This is pretty interesting. Hopefully I get the right one here. Solo dolo, as always, me doing everything. So if you hear haptic feedback, that's me touching a phone, not myself. Just saying.
And that's your biggest worry?
Yes, any kind of virus, but most probably something similar to influenza.
Because of air travel.
Through the air. Coughing.
I'm sorry, I meant people on planes. That was something you described in your book.
Yes, a new virus in Madagascar, say, could be in Chicago within a matter of weeks, and we end up with a global pandemic. Pan meaning all, the whole world becomes sick all at once.
And Dr. Newman, you're also an epidemiologist. I presume the prospect of a viral pandemic keeps you up at night as well?
No.
No?
No.
All right, well, that's our show.
No, mankind has been at war with the virus from the start. Sometimes millions of people die, as in an actual war, but in the end, we always win.
But you, just to be clear, you do think microorganisms pose a threat?
Oh, in the most dire terms.
Bacteria?
No.
You like saying no?
Yes.
Not bacteria, not viruses, so...
Fungus. Yes, that's the usual response. Fungi seem harmless enough. Many species know otherwise, because there are some fungi who seek not to kill, but to control. Let me ask you, where do we get LSD from?
Where do you get it from?
It comes from ergot, a fungus. Psilocybin, also a fungus. Viruses can make us ill, but fungi can alter our very minds. There's a fungus that infects insects, gets inside an ant, for example, travels through its circulatory system to the ant's brain, and then floods it with hallucinogens, thus bending the ant's mind to its will. Fungus starts to direct the ant's behavior, telling it where to go, what to do, like a puppeteer with a marionette. And it gets worse. The fungus needs food to live, so it begins to devour its host from within, replacing the ant's flesh with its own. But it doesn't let its victim die, no. It keeps its puppet alive by preventing decomposition. How? Where do we get penicillin from?
Fungus. Dr. Schoenheiss, you're in distress.
Fungal infection of this kind is real, but not in humans.
True, fungi cannot survive if its host's internal temperature is over 94 degrees. And currently, there are no reasons for fungi to evolve to be able to withstand higher temperatures. But what if that were to change? What if, for instance, the world were to get slightly warmer? Well, now, there is reason to evolve. One gene mutates, and an Ascomycetia, Candida, ergot, Cordyceps, Aspergillus, any one of them could become capable of burrowing into our brains and taking control, not of millions of us, but billions of us. Billions of puppets with poisoned minds, permanently fixed on one unifying goal: to spread the infection to every last human alive by any means necessary. And there are no treatments for this, no preventatives, no cures. They don't exist. It's not even possible to make them.
So if that happens,
We lose.
we'll be back.
If you don't think there's hope for the world, why bother going on?
You haven't seen the world, so you don't know. You keep going for family.
I'm not family.
No. You're cargo.
Why are you so important?
Somewhere out west, they're working on a cure. I think what really impressed them was the fact that I didn't turn into a monster.
If she so much as twitches, don't.
It's okay.
If I'm taking you with me, you do what I say when I say it. You got any advice on the best way west?
Yeah, go east. You've come this far, and you know what's out there.
You're not gonna scare us.
Scared him? You have a greater purpose than any of us could have ever imagined.
Be careful who you put your faith in.
You might not be her father, but you were someone's.
You trust me?
Yo, I get chills every time I watch that trailer. I hope I don't get, some warning or whatever, but I'm sure it'll still be available, my video, on other platforms, so whatever. And as I mentioned the other day, I'm off of TikTok because they're with the bullshit with banning, and I just stopped dealing with that. Screw TikTok. Anyway, that's some serious shit, and the show is amazing. Like I said, I played the game, so it really was loyal to the game. If you've played it, really, really good. The last episode was hair-raising. It was an amazing show. Anyway, the common sense part, that was my random shit part because it's the title of the show. Half the show. Common sense. And as I've said before, many times, almost in every video, when a liberal puts a conservative in front of them, they always look stupid. The facts always thrown in their face. And Jake Tapper, the other day, ultimate shit on his face. I enjoy this. And the shit about it is Stephen Smith was just laughing at him. Because, we all laugh at these jerkwads. But watch this video. You tell me.
Seemed to a lot of groups and a lot of states, Republicans, Democrats, Independents, like a very sweeping order, and there is confusion. I just want to make sure I understand. So anybody out there that provides school lunches, anybody out there?
Yeah, there's zero impact on public benefit programs, full stop, as OMB has made clear.
Full stop.
And I want to really drill down on this shit because it's so important. There's 2 million employees in the federal government.
What?
Overwhelmingly, the career federal service in this country is far left wing. The American people.
I don't know that to be a fact.
Well, I'll give you a great example. We looked at USAID as an example.
That's
98% of the workforce either donated to Kamala Harris or another left-wing candidate, just as an example.
Okay, but let me just an entire workforce is having a.
Wait, whoa. Did you just say that saying someone voted for Kamala Harris is demonizing them?
I don't know.
No,
so according
your suggestion is that there's a bias.
No, but you used the word demonizing. You just said that I'm demonizing somebody by saying they voted for Kamala Harris.
Gotcha, bitch.
A few moments later.
You want
It's glorious when these jerkwads, and listen, you can look up shit, and I'm going to say it again. I'm not here for breaking news. I'm here to, if you don't watch conservative media, liberal media, these jerkwads on the left, CNN, NBC, CBS, ABC, all of them liberal. And every time they put a conservative in front of them, they look like idiots. And they do it to themselves. They must be masochists or something and love looking like fools on live TV. I mean, look at Jake Tapper. He quit. How many times has he been proven an idiot? But seriously, though. And we just laugh at him. I love the way Stephen Smith just laughed. He's not the only one. The other day, Karen Levitt, when she smiled when somebody asked a dumb question, it's just idiotic. It's common sense. You don't have common sense, you're going to be laughed at. I'm sorry. You're an idiot. I couldn't stop laughing when I watched this, but seriously, that whole interview, Stephen Smith just tore into this dumbass Jake Tapper. But anyway, liberals, libtards, libtards, they're everywhere. Let's share some of their shit because they just keep doing it and they're not going to stop. Stop recording yourself. You look foolish.
Is anyone part of that 4 a.m. club? Not that 4 a.m. club. The 4 a.m. club where you wake up in utter disbelief as though you're living in a dream and then you realize you're not and then you have absolute utter rage. That 4 a.m. club. Hello. So I keep seeing these great posts and threads and TikToks about asking the 75 million of you whether or not you regret your vote and how you did this. This is the bed you made, and now you have to live with it. I would like to talk to the 90 million of you who did not vote. How are you feeling now? You did this.
I got asked the question today that we've been telling ourselves that we would ask before starting friendships, you know, like, who did you vote for? Somebody today asked me, they said, I'm sorry, I hate to go there, but I have to ask, who did you vote for? And I said, Kamala Harris, of course. And they said, okay. I said, you voted for Trump? No, I voted for making America great again. I was like, oh, okay. And I had to practice my breathing techniques that my therapist taught me. And I was like, that's interesting. I'm not exactly sure what that means. But yeah, I voted for Kamala Harris, but really I voted for my uterus.
Wow.
Bodily autonomy. The education of my children, their uteruses.
Wow.
Their sexual preferences, my sexual preferences, the education, sexual preferences, bodily autonomy of every other person in this world. Putting food in bellies, healthcare, I voted for those things, like humanity things. I'm not sure what Make America Great Again stands for exactly.
Wow.
I voted for the freedom for me to make decisions about my own body. And their response to that was, exactly, just like my freedom to have guns.
Wow.
Aliens, I know you left us, but can you come back? Because they don't get it. They don't get it, okay? I need somebody.
If she's married.
Not scared for your friends that are undocumented, for your parents, for your siblings, for your family. Does that not bother you? How? Just tell me how. How could you walk up there and vote for him after everything he said he was going to do? You think just because you were born here, you're not gonna go through it? He doesn't like you. When are you gonna understand that? It's so scary. It's so scary to know that just at any given moment, you can just be separated from your family, and there's nothing you can do about it. Nothing, because it's the law.
Problem solved. That's it. Self-deport. No one's above the law, as they say, but now all of a sudden. Anyway, this show is going to be short because I literally had a few other videos. For some reason, I didn't upload them to the app. You know, and I've said before, this app is amazing. You know what I mean? I paid for another streaming platform that actually works. I've noticed a lot of other YouTubers or whatever streamers use. I noticed that I can recognize it, but I don't have a computer, so everything's on my phone. This app lets me do everything I want on my phone, which I actually enjoy a lot. And it's free, so it's a Prism. So if anybody out there is using YouTubing, a few others that I do watch, because hey, you know what I'm saying, we ain't rich. You know what I'm saying? We're doing what we got to do. Speaking our facts, opinions, like assholes, everyone has them, and enjoying you jerkwads on the left losing your shit and recording yourselves, because that shit is hilarious, and this guy loves it. Just saying. Anyway, thanks for watching this guy's show, the Conservative Ex-Cons, the common sense and random shit show. Two genders, as I always say. Last 4 years before Trump was inaugurated, have been that. A shit show. Just that. And only that. Two genders. I gotta keep saying that, because liberals think otherwise. Those executive orders in the beginning, I tell you, that's just funny as shit. Anyway, as I said, thank you. Happy Thursday. Yeah, Thursday. Month almost over. Wow, 2025 is going pretty fast. That's because all the good shit's happening all at once. Bam! Right in the face. And liberals are hating it. And it's just helping me. And everybody else who loves this shit and making fun of them. Anyway, enjoy the rest of your day. Of course, I work my all three jobs today. Gotta do what I gotta do. Struggling as always. Oh, man. Anyway, thanks for watching. Love you guys. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me on Facebook, ScrewTube, YouTube. The Conservative Ex-Con. I am on Monday through Saturday at 7:30. It's the only time I can do it. I know it's early, but it's because of work scheduling and all that, you know, and I do it in my car. Subscribe, please follow, like, share, subscribe. Support links in description if you know you want to help this channel grow, help this guy out. If not, it's okay. Doesn't matter. It's a free country. Do what you got to do. Okay? You already know. Stay true to the red, white, and blue. And I'm gonna finish this show. If you ever watch South Park, yeah, Seth MacFarlane is probably one of those dumbass liberals, but still, he always pushes the limits, and I love it. I'm probably gonna be ending my show with random shit, some South Park stuff, but it's just funny. Peace out, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your day. Talk tomorrow morning. Bye-bye now.
That truck's coming up on us awful fast.
Holy crap! Do you see what I see?
I'm afraid I do.
We're being chased by ghosts!
Oh my God, Peter, what the hell?
Peter, what are you doing? Oh, surely, Jerome, you don't want to stay in the same house as a ghost who carries a torch around. Oh, fire ghost! Oh, you scared yet?